Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, 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 all of you. This is your divine inspiration message for today. All right, so we have a number 5, angel numerology number. I call this the day to be adventurous, a day of adventure, also curiosity. It's said that 5 numbers are about transformation. So, no accident that if you're a traditional tarotist, you would pick the Hangman or the Awakening card, depending on what deck you're using, the Tower, and this is removing, escaping, becoming free from thoughts and feelings and places and situations. Now, interestingly enough, my isms that go along with this is I am grounded, I am present, I'm on the right path for grateful new beginnings. I am a story in motion. And what story am I telling? I am enough just as I am. So, with all of that said, we have our angel affirmation card from Radley Valentine's brand new deck, which is a message from Archangel Zadkiel. Call upon me, the Archangel of Memory, when you need to increase your mental abilities. Remember facts of or release unhappy memories. And then here we go with this. My memory is perfect. I remember everything easily. Now, sometimes we can be trapped in a memory or a thought or a place or a feeling or a situation or a person or something that happened that perhaps may not have seemed at the time as pleasant as you might have wanted it to be or seem. And maybe your recollection of what happened, what was said, what went on, what didn't go right is a bit, shrouded maybe in some unhappy, unresolved thoughts. Ask your healers, ask your helpers, ask them to come through and wash your mind of anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. Let's go to our Moonology Tear-Off Diary for Tuesday, the 3rd of December. The moon is now in Capricorn. Do what you can today to get organized as we move toward the end of the year. Think about what it would take for you to feel as though your life is in complete and perfect order. And then do it. I have a lovely little affirmation that I found in a book called Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And it goes a bit like this. I am the governor of the present, governing in perfect divine order, commanding the opulence and the fulfillment of God in all areas of my life. So it is, so shall it be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's something like that. In that book, Wishes Fulfilled, there are lots of small quotes that are very poignant for when we're moving from point A and traveling to point B. And remember that there is all kinds of adventures that we're here to experience and to have. We've got the God, the deity from Hindu tradition, Hanuman, who has come this week to remind us of our devotions. Let God's love hold you in strength. This was a very devoted servant of Rama, one of the Hindu gods, and showed his devotion by opening his chest and revealing images of Rama in his heart. What are you devoted to, and what are you devoting your adventures to? What are you devoting your curiosity to? What has your attention? And if your attention is on something that's already happened that needs to be adjusted, changed, or altered, as something came up for me yesterday about vulnerability and how I process disappointment, how I process expectations, and how that shows up in the subject of sadness, the feeling of sadness. Can be related to grief. This is when you call upon the guardian angels, and the guardian angels say, is here to hold you and support you, but needs to be invited to come forward and guide you. This invitation doesn't have to be issued through prayer. It can also come through your actions. So refrain from trying to do everything all on your own. And I've got a side note for that in a minute. Let the barriers of independence fall away so that you can be held, loved, and cherished by heaven and also by earth. To activate this guardian angel, you simply get quiet, close your eyes down, and say, I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. Remember, your guardian angel's been with you since the time you were created and stands by in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space, with unlimited abilities to help and assist you. Call upon it right now in this number 5 day of curiosity and adventure, particularly now that the end of the year, the calendar year, is upon us and we're going into a new year. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, that golden age where everything is beginning to fall apart. Everything is beginning to crumble and a newness is emerging. It doesn't matter how much we try to hold on to what was. We have to remember everything and do the changes that need to be made. Gertrude, Beatrice, thank you for being with us today. Coming into play. Oh, okay. They're in the deep forest. They've created like a little village, if you will, a little scene for us. Okay. They are going around throughout. Oh, okay. The memories of your mind is what they're saying. When you close your eyes down, you start your deep breathing, they want you to imagine that you've got like glittery sparkles, like small fairies around you, guiding you through this earth. And they're saying those are your spirit guides, your angels, and don't forget about the fae. Don't forget about the pixies, the fairies, the magical ones that are also available to you to ask for their help. Oh, okay. Is that it? Oh. So Gertrude said, yes, that's it. What more do you want? Get on and read the card. Well, you need to give me a card that I can read then. Just keep shuffling. One more shuffle, take from the top. Okay, there, that card. Okay. Let's see if this really does. I mean, I'm always in awe of how they pick a card, or at least they tell me which card to pick, and then it all kind of plays into what we're talking about here, which is change, which is the adventure. All right, I know I'm procrastinating. Balance. Oh, so this tells me again. Well, hello. You look, the Z on here is Archangel Zadkiel, and then the angel affirmation card is Archangel Zadkiel. And so, yes, I know. I love it. I just do. I like it when I know that what I'm doing, but oh. If you look at these two cups, from one cup, which is right over to left, we've got the cool colors. From the left into the right cup, we have the warm colors in that rainbow. I like how this says everything is perfectly balanced, but look at his feet. One foot is on the ground and one foot is in the water. And then, of course, Radley interprets this by saying blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromises, the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. I think that's what this is all about. The adventure of heaven and earth coming together for each of us in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space, allowing there to be no limits to the way that the heaven and the earth work in harmony together. I was having a discussion yesterday with my therapist about vulnerability and about challenges and how I personally process them. And I've shared that what came up, what was coming up, what had been coming up, and how I felt about them. We talked about some heavy, what would seem to be heavy emotional feelings. Vulnerability is one. And while I might speak to you and the world about how vulnerability is powerful, in human experience where you're dealing with choices and ego and really other people, it is a challenge to be okay with that vulnerability. It's a challenge to be okay with what's happening. It's a challenge to turn things that you or I may have expected to happen and be okay with the disappointment that it did not happen. For me, my default tends to be to retreat, to pull back, to go inward, and to not share. I have known for a long time that if it's got to be, it's up to me, and that really is linked to control. And then digging deeper into, well, what are we trying to control? The outcome. Why are we trying to control the outcome? Because we are fearful. Because if we don't control the outcome, if we don't do it, if we don't get it done, it's not going to get done. And how's that going to make us feel? Disappointed. You see that? Oh, Lord, hamster wheel going around. So when we're looking at our memories, we have to look at our memories as being perfect memories if we were able to unravel the tangle that it got us into. This is why some things repeat themselves. And the frustration is, here we go again. Well, yes and no. If something repeats itself, much of the repeat has changed. So, we get in front of it. I get in front of it. I can't talk for you. And in finding this balance, we look at, when did this happen before and what did I do about it? And if you can identify when it happened before, then you can identify how you handle it. Can you handle it a bit differently? Can you lift up above it? I've learned that when things repeat themselves, I have a very different way of looking at it now than I did maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I think most of you would probably feel the same way. We are looking for sovereignty. We're looking for freedom. We're looking for grace. We're looking for love. We are looking for all of humanity to be equal, joyful. And we're picking up the slack for people that are feeling marginalized. I am grounded. I am present. I am on the right path. I'm grateful for all the new beginnings. And this is where we move forward. Not rocket science, my friends. Okay, I think that's it for me for today. Find an adventure, find a curiosity as this year winds down, and start working on it. I love you. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing as you do. Until tomorrow, big love. Bye. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private, personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.